most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Hennick, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to show you the best indoor bicycle for at-home workouts that avoid stationary bicycle boredom.
Right, Bob. You know, anytime you're indoors on a bike or a treadmill, the biggest complaint that I hear, and I personally have, is boring.
Sure.
But this has a great option for that, and it's not very expensive for that option. Much better than others.
We will provide the answer in the middle of the video to that.
Yes, but you know what?
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day.
That's right.
Also, if you get the chance, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section because, by gosh, you know what we're giving away, Brad? We're giving away this bike.
A Renpho stationary
bike. Well, not
bike.
this bike, but a bike just like it.
Right, yeah. We've already got dibs on this.
Yeah, Renpho, what's it called? Renpho stationary bike? I don't know. It's a Renpho bike. Okay, go to bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaway section, and you'll find where you can sign up for the contest.
That's right.
You can also go to Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page. Also, go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
Or the podcast. Right, Bob. So
we'll be going over the details. Actually, you and Mike are going to go over the details of it.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. So
it's the Renpho AI-powered smart bike. I can't even talk. AI-powered smart bike.
Don't worry about it because Bob is going to leave this video and Mike is coming in.
That's
right.
Just a Mike, part of the Bob and Brad crew.
Right. But anyways, we can go into the benefits of stationary bike or indoor bicycling.
Sure.
Number one, it's low impact. It doesn't beat up the ankle, the hip, the back, and the knee joints. So if you've got arthritis,
you can keep it more steady.
Exactly.
You don't have to, You can increase the workload by all means if you want to. You can really get.
You can get cardio very well. Yes. This bike it's very smooth, and you're definitely going to get your heart rate up as whatever you would like to get that up to. So the other thing is. Some people don't think about this, but I do because I bike outside a lot.
Right.
There's traffic to be concerned about. There's falls going down hills. You're not going to hurt yourself on a stationary
What about the weather?
Bike. And the weather, yeah. Anytime it rains, we also have one. Tanner, he's considering using this because now he's got a dog. He used to bicycle as an outdoor exercise, but and bring but. With a dog, it's hard
a little bit tough.
Yeah, so now he can stay and,
Sure.
I hope I covered that right.
It does take away.
He explained the situation was clearer than I gave it.
It takes away your excuses because there's always good weather inside.
Right. Yeah.
But the other thing is, I just read this morning, Brad, a former NBA player got hit by a car. Mm-hmm. He's paralyzed.
Oh.
I mean, it's a tragedy. I mean. And a car hit him from behind when he was biking. He was one block from his home.
Yeah.
So
you really need to be careful on a bike, but not with this one. Or any other indoor bike. So I really like this bike. We're going to show how to use it, but again, Mike's going to help. Bob,
get rid of me.
Bob, you're off. Okay, Brad, here we're going to continue on with this Renpho bike and show you the benefits and how you can set up a bike at home. Bob is gone, as I mentioned. He had a little talking issue. We're going to bring Mike in, and Mike is also our local expert. He's going to really give you some good information.
Expert.
Yeah, on how this works with an app in your cell phone for workouts. It's a great benefit. I really like it. One thing I do, if you do get a bike at home, it's really nice to have one that you can move around easily like this one. This weighs a fair amount, but the way they have it set up, you can roll it around and hold on here and easily roll it around without being a strong person. It sits down. It's very sturdy. That's an important part. People get on their bike if it's tippy or just not a solid one, and you'll find that with the cheaper ones. The next thing is to make sure you set your bike up so the seat is at the right height and position, and the handlebars. And a good stationary bike will have adjustments for all of them. First of all, the height of the seat I'm going to talk about first. Now, with this bike, it's really nice. It's very smooth, and that's the way it should be. This does not have, if you're a serious biker, they clip in. These are called flats, and is very common for stationary bikes. And it has the stirrup, if you will. So your foot is on the flat, and it is a little loose on there, and that's the way this is designed. When you sit on your bike and you just pedal so your butt gets on the seat where it should be, it feels comfortable, stop at the bottom position. Your knee should be almost straight. You shouldn't feel like you're reaching down for the pedal or not touching it. And you should have the forefoot of your foot right over the axle or on the flat of that pedal, not way up into here like this so your foot's dangling out in the front. So that's the proper position right there. Make sure your knee has a slight bend in it. And then go to this position. I call that the 9 o'clock position or the 3, depending on which way you're looking at it. And if you take a vertical line from your kneecap down, it should line up right about at the axle or in front of it. That's going to vary, and that does change where you put your butt on the seat. So make sure you pedal, get your seat on your buttocks on the seat where it should be. This bike has a really nice, easy adjustment here. Got numbers on it. Okay, I put that back where I was. You can move the seat forward and backwards very easily, tighten it down. And lastly, but almost more importantly, is the height of the handlebars. Now, these adjust very nicely. If you have a back problem at all, or you want to stay most comfortable, typically the higher the better. I get mine up high because I got spondylolisthesis. I'm much more comfortable. I'd rather exercise in comfort than go low. The reason why people want to go low, that would be an extreme, is typically they're serious about biking. They want to get aerodynamic and get down into the drop position. Typically those people aren't exercising on a bike like this. So we got 2 hand positions. Here I would get it up high. One thing about anybody who bikes, you're going to find out as a therapist, people it promotes a rounded back. So Mike, can you put that booyah stick on my back? And without thinking about it, and this is one of my big challenges personally, is I find myself being rounded and I'll have to get like this and try and maintain, if I could tape that stick to my body while I'm riding, it'd be a really good training way so I could maintain good posture.
We got some duct tape.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll just hold off on that, Mike.
Just asking.
That's another video. So position yourself properly. Now, the thing about this particular bike I really like, because you can bike at home, 20 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, whatever you want. But typically people find after about 10 minutes, you get kind of bored. You can watch TV, that helps. But then it's kind of hard to get your workout on. You forget about working out, and then you get involved with the program or whatever you're watching. So Mike, you want to show them what they have for the app with your phone on how this works?
Yes. So what you want to do is you want to download the AI Gym app. It works with the Renpho AI Smart Bike. That's what this thing's called. The Gym app actually has 66 different course options, 5 different training modes. So they have things like a video coach, so it's kind of like you're doing a spin class mimicking almost. They also have a power training program that looks like your normal plug-in bike where you can see the going up and down hills and you can see the different charts. Or they have high definition scenic rides, which is what Brad was kind of alluding to. So that's like a virtual ride. So as you ride through whatever environment you pick, the resistance of the bike will automatically change. So you're going up a hill, it gets harder. Going down a hill, it gets a little easier. And you can kind of see how long it takes you to bike the distances.
So you load the app and then you put the phone. It's got a nice sticky thing on here so your phone doesn't fall off.
You can also use a tablet if you have a tablet. Works on iPhones and Androids.
Oh, so you have a bigger screen up here too.
So you can use it on tablets.
So let's say I'm riding, I've got everything set up, the app installed, and this Bluetooth connects right to the brains, if you will, of the bike.
Yep.
And you turn it on, and I really liked it before. You could see yourself going down a road, and like Mike said, you start going up a hill, you can see trees. It looks like real time.
Yep.
And start pedaling hard as you're going up the hill, and you don't have to mess with the resistance, but you can, if you don't want to use that, you can use manual resistance changes right here.
Yes, you can use this bike with the app or without the app. You do have to have it plugged in for the resistance to work, but if you just want to pedal like a normal stationary bike, you can. If you want to use any aspects of the app, then you can as well. So it has the options.
Yeah, boy, it's great. And can you give some more information about some specs and things on this bike?
Yeah, so the height, you have to be between 5 feet or 6'5". So Bob cannot ride this bike because he is 6'6". 265-pound weight limit. Recommended ages of 15 to 70 years old. It comes with a 12-month warranty, and it also works with third-party apps like KinoMap, Zwift, or Full Gaze. Those are all biking apps that people use, so you can race your friends on those. I believe the AI app, you can also, if you and your friend want to compete against each other, you can as well.
So you're saying that your friend can be at a different location,
Yep.
and you can actually see
Sync
what
up.
the other person is doing, or do you see them?
You would see your results on there. So like when I went on the map, it would say this many people are doing it right now, and then it would show their times. So
Okay.
if you want to, you can't actually see them on there. Unlike KinoMap and Zwift, you can actually pedal against people and race.
Right.
So you can actually see them
Right.
interacting.
And those are quite a bit more expensive, aren't they?
Yes, this is a completely free app. Obviously, you have to pay for the bike. The bike is $699. Right now, they have a $100 off code for Bike 100. Just go to their website. It's all right there. You don't have to remember the code or anything. But
Right. And I know with like CompuTrains and some of these higher level biking setups, $2,000 is pretty much common
Yeah.
in that range.
and then their apps run like $30 to $50 a month for subscriptions. So
Right, and that varies. So, and there's benefits you may get with that
Mhm.
you don't have here. But I think this is great for that person who wants to do some riding.
Mhm.
They're not concerned about getting out and racing, literally racing on the bike
Yeah.
and getting their fastest speed when they get outside. But you're going to get excellent cardiovascular. There's one thing I want to talk about this again. As a therapist, I'm always thinking about keeping safe. So adjust the height of the bars, the seat, just like I mentioned. Before you get on the bike, do a stretch like this, going backwards. Okay, just because it's almost certainly, even if you think about your posture, once you get into your app or your workout, you're probably going to round forward without thinking about it. It's kind of human nature. So we're going to stretch backwards. It's a good stretch to do regardless. Get on your bike, start your workout. If you're a 30-minute workout, you're going to be tired, you're going to be sweaty. And then when you exit the bike, make sure you just do a cool down. Hopefully, I don't know, does the app have nice cool downs at the end or?
in the virtual one, no, you can just keep pedaling. But some of the other courses, yeah, they have it
Sure.
kind of built in.
And that goes for when you start. You should just freewheel pedal for, a few minutes at least, just to get things warmed up, particularly if you're a little older, like, 50s, 60s. Your body, and everyone knows that if you're at that point in your life. And then make sure you do that at the end before you get off, and then do your stretch backwards again, 3 to 5 stretches like this. Hold on to the bike here. It's nice to stretch the quads out because they're one of the primary muscle groups working as you push down. If it's a balance issue, hold on to the bike. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, and even if you're holding on, just don't do it. It's not that big of a deal. I like to use this part of the bike back here. You can stretch your calf and your heel cord out. You can hold that, pressure on, pressure off, or hold it for 15 to 30 seconds. So
I think this bike gives good workouts. I did a full virtual ride on it. It took me like 23 minutes or so, and I was extremely sweaty and out of breath when I was done. So it could give you a workout.
Right. And you can adjust. I was on it too, very short time. I used to teach Johnny G. I was certified spinning classes for 6 years, and I was on this for 5 minutes, and I could tell already that it's going to give you all you need for a workout. And it's a good, solid bike. So
Yeah.
Anything else?
Do you think this can fix a broken heart?
Well, that's something I was going to talk
It
to
can
Bob about.
condition your heart.
Right, yeah, but I don't think we're going to do, we can fix just about anything except for,
A broken heart.
well, that's Bob and I, so we didn't quite sync on that, but very good. Good luck with your indoor biking. Have fun and stay healthy.